Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. O cosmic creator, source of all life and light, you are my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. In your presence I find peace and strength, for you are with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me, even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference as I walk each day in faith. In the presence of your infinite grace, I am unafraid, for your kingdom flows through me as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will, for I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and blessings that I need. I release all fear, and I surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life as I dwell in your sacred presence, now and forever. So the message for today is, Pisces, this was all you needed to change the game up. You've accomplished so much already. First, I would like to shout out all the Pisces. If your birthday is today, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. All right, this cupcake, y'all see, I done told y'all. I done shared my cupcake with y'all. This thing has been sitting here this whole entire time, and she's still at it. So she done lasted the whole month, okay? Mind you, again, still looks beautiful, because if you didn't see it, I mean, if you didn't notice, you would think that if I gave you this, it was edible. It's not. It's hard as a brick. Ain't collected no types of nothing. So if you know, then you know. Pisces has been blessed this month, and thank you. Isaro, hi, welcome, and thank you for being here. So, this morning, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. If you haven't seen the message from yesterday, please go and do so. Check that out, because for some reason, the notes from yesterday's message popped back up today. And so that's what I was just looking at, like, why is that there? Anyway, hey Jamie, welcome. Thank you, love you. Thank you for being here. So here we are, Pisces. And the song, it says, I can't get the beginning of the song. It says, oh, one day and forever, each moment with you. I don't know all the words, but yeah, I think that it feels like a lot of love that somehow came true. And oh, it's every day. Love me your own special way. Melt all my heart away. Whatever that song is, whatever it means to you, because that's the song that I just heard. And mind you, that song is old as fuck. So, always and forever. Okay, so take it how it resonates for you. This was all you needed to change the game up. You accomplished so much already. All right, Pisces. You're standing at the threshold of a profound shift. The universe has placed a key in your hand, a realization, an opportunity, or even a challenge that will unlock the next phase of your journey. This moment isn't about starting over. It's about recognizing that everything you've done up to now has already laid the foundation for your success. Today in Earth School, but why does it feel new? All right, so I feel like again it was a level up. Y'all, my face is so swollen, just so y'all know, only because um still working hard at it. I had to drink so much water this morning because I swear I feel like I'm dehydrated. But as I was thinking about that, that's what it made me feel like. Um, Everything is new. So, in the Earth School of Experience, you're learning the art of surrender and trust. Your intuitive nature has guided you through cycles of endings and beginnings. And now you see with clarity that you were never lost, only evolving. You've been gathering wisdom, skills, and emotional strength. And this turning point is simply the catalyst to put it all into action. So, Spirit wants you to know that change isn't always external. Sometimes the game shifts. The moment you decide to see yourself differently, you own your worth. Embrace your power and move forward without hesitation. The work you have done in silence, the healing, the lessons, the resilience, it has all prepared you for this. Trust what is unfolding. You are not you're not only capable, you are ready. So as I was reading that for y'all, it was giving me the vibe, like I said, everything that has been going on behind the scenes is the catalyst for what's about to happen next. So a lot of y'all may have been in isolation. A lot of y'all may have not been seen for a little while. A lot of y'all may have been just, trying to figure out what, the next phase is, where you've been changing, how you've been changing, how you've been growing. And it shifts because I told y'all yesterday my body is so sore. But my body's so sore because of all the things that I've been doing, but it's more of a workout than I've normally been getting. And so of course it would be doing, some reconstructing to my body, right? But in the process I have been reconstructing, my surroundings. And some days are easier than others, and you have to just be mindful to drink your water, Pisces. That's what I'm going to say. Because it reminded me of, I heard a buildup of lactic acid is what I heard. But in order to, you got to flush your system. So I don't know if that could be, what's causing the stiffness, what's causing the soreness, or just something that they're wanting me to say, because that's what I heard. Look it up. We'll see what it means, and we'll go from there. So, understanding this shift and why this is happening, Pisces. So, Pisces, to fully grasp what is unfolding, you must step back and see the bigger picture. It's like how you can tell somebody, you just sense what's happening with them, right? But when you're in it, it's almost like you can't see it. So it's like being on the outside looking in, restructuring. For some reason, I hear like the true mirror, the way everything really is. It's not an illusion because it's like you choose not to be there anymore. Um, it's the reality of your reality. I like that. Um, the shift in your reality, the shifts in your reality. So it's more than one. It's multiple happening at the same time. You also understand the past, present, and future. So there's been major glitches and lots of stuff that's happening. So I don't know. It's also given a different language. Um, I don't know. It's the term linguistics or something. All right. So we gonna have to look it up and see. But because as y'all know, I like to look it up. Even if I may think that I know what it means, I want to know what it means. So the shifts in your reality are not random. They are a direct result of the inner work you've been doing, whether consciously or unconsciously. This moment is happening because you are ready to integrate the lessons you've learned and move into a new frequency. So I was going over this morning, right? Just sitting there. And as I was listening to that, reading it, going back over it, making sure that it makes sense, um, it stopped me cold because that's all I heard, right? And mind you, I didn't even realize that I had been stuck on that in that moment. Like whatever that frequency is, because I realized I just been in observation mode, right? And people may think that you could be a little strange. It's like people watching and things of that nature. And so recently, we gathered the group together, and not in real life. It's just been a thing, right? Because that's what it was, gathering a group together, and so now I'm watching. Why? I don't even know. I don't know why the universe has me, because it brings me back to a certain group of people. Now watch them. So now I'm watching them. Um, Not for certain why, but I had a conversation yesterday, and let me tell y'all. Because apparently, the frequency shift. Would you be friends with a person that was friends with somebody that you didn't like? Because on the spiritual journey, I have learned, and this is what I have been given. So I don't know what anybody else is being given, but what I'm being given is real from fake. They're telling me, how do I know that somebody is connected to you, and what's real and what's fake in the simulation? So it's a lot of spiritualists, and mind you, these are male for some reason. Some females pop up, but mostly what I've been just seeing and discussing have been males, right? And my energy signature is probably a lot, maybe bigger than theirs, which means absolutely nothing other than the fact that it makes me not really want to listen to them because I know they're not real. So as they're talking, because they're always trying to sell us something, and there's nothing wrong with being supported by your community. There's nothing wrong with that. But if the knowledge that is being given is being sold, it's not good. Reason being, if I am summoning my family, because I'm summoning my family, because I know that in the grand scheme of things, us being um, around each other is going to elevate the energy and produce what needs to be produced, right? If I am soliciting my family based off of the knowledge, and you can have your books, you can have whatever it is you want to have, you can have that stuff. That's not the thing, because once it gets put into, it's, I don't know if I'm explaining it right. It's like when I get a download and then I come and I'm talking to you. I'm already getting, if you come, you like, you comment, you share, subscribe. I'm already getting paid on the sidelines for, all of this stuff. So I don't have to get it from y'all. If y'all choose to donate, that's one thing. Um, the way, and if you have a service, there's nothing wrong with that, because your business is your business. So I hope that I'm saying this correctly, because it needs to be made sure people understand. But anyway, so your community will help you anyway, right? But when the information is being downloaded and I just come and I say, whatever it is that I give y'all, because of the fact that it was supposed to be given, it is the frequency that is being sent out, because the right people will hear it, and those are the people that I'm bringing close, right? And so I said to a person, I don't like this particular person. And I don't know how I even got intertwined or connected, but I don't like that person, and I don't have to like that person. Everything about them is stinks, right? Everything about them stinks. Spiritually, it's not the frequency that I wish to be on. So why would they put me next to the man sitting next to the man sitting next to the man? Because all of these men, and not for nothing, not to say anything about men, I love y'all. I'm glad y'all exist. I'm glad the ones that know how to kind of do both things. I'm glad y'all exist. I'm glad y'all are elevating. I'm glad y'all are growing in the way that spirit is aligning y'all. I'm glad y'all are tapping into y'all God power. Um, Because if you're created in the image of God, then that means you have God DNA. That means that I'm glad y'all are tapping into y'all God power. But it's another thing on the other side of that is, I hope I explained it properly. Anyway, I don't like that person. And so in real life, um, I wouldn't align myself with my enemy, because if I know now that my energy is affecting this person, and this person, I don't want their energy now affecting this person, and then I'm sitting next to this person, and now their energy is affecting me, because their energy signature stinks. I don't like it, and I don't have to like it. I also understand that in this world, you will have to work with certain people who you may not want to work with, maybe here and there. I haven't really broke the seal on that thing yet. All I know is that the energy signature that the person gives off, I don't like it. And they have amassed a huge following, which is great. But I feel like, and I have been shown that in the upcoming, weeks, months, days, certain people that y'all have seen flourish and prosper in ways that they have done certain, whatever that is, it's going to change, because everybody else starts to see them too, because of the fact that the truth is the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So whatever's done in the dark is going to come into light, even if it's by accident. And people don't realize that it's happening faster. So exposure, like your life gets exposed to the masses. That's everybody. Um, and then everybody will see. So take it how it resonates, but the moment is happening because you're ready to integrate the lessons you've learned and move into a new frequency. So you have already collected that, and now it's an elevation. So discernment was important. Knowing and understanding. Also, your own energy signature is important. So you've outgrown the old cycle. The discomfort, the uncertainty, or even the recent stagnation were signs that your soul had already evolved beyond your current circumstances. You know, you understand a whole lot more, that the connections that you make, the people who you are absorbing energy, the people who you're giving energy, um, it matters, right? So, and I'm trying to be very careful because sometimes I don't want to say certain things because, you know, it's mandatory that I got to give it, right? Especially once it's said. But I want to be mindful that I'm not, you know, just adding insult to injury when I say certain things, or just, and I mean that in a way where um, the power of life and death is in the tongue. I want to say what I mean and give the message as clearly as I possibly can, but I also don't want to put, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to do that. I want y'all to be able to grasp the message, and whoever this is for, all of us, because again, when I say I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to me. I'm talking to me. And elevation and growth also comes with responsibility. We have to be responsible for what we put out and responsible for who it touches. So, and I also feel like it is my responsibility to know that when I'm talking to myself, also to be very loving, caring, and making sure that I'm guiding in the right way, because this will come up later. And hi, William. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And so, okay, let me explain it this way. So when this pops back up, right, it's going to be because something that I'm dealing with at the time is going to be, I'm going to be sitting, which, you know, it kind of already is happening, but it's going to be a little bit more. I'm going to be sitting in the presence of people in a situation that I'm probably really not going to be digging all that well, right? And so I have to make sure that as I'm telling myself, you deserve this, you belong here, don't let people, because I have this way of, I don't want to deal with that, I ain't dealing with you, period. But the universe is basically saying that you're not the one that don't belong there. I'm not the one that does not belong there. Okay? So sometimes people get assistance and brought into places because it's like nepotism. So there's going to be some people in a place, you're not the one that don't belong there, it's them. So be very, very mindful, and you're very, very gentle in the way that you put things, because but be strong and be sturdy in your power, and you understand it. Because just because they think that the person belongs there, don't mean that the people or the person belongs there. Because y'all don't understand the message, and this is for so many of y'all, because we kind of run simultaneously hand in hand with people, places, and things. And I told y'all it's been a thing where I've been hearing people saying sometimes people should shut up, right? And that's true. That's definitely true. And I told y'all, I'll be sitting and I'll be listening. And but the people that are saying this in particular, because I keep hearing it, are the ones that should shut up. I wasn't the one that was saying it. Somebody else was saying it. And I heard clearly that the person was them. So when the person said it, the message came to me, yeah, they should. Because just because it's easy for a person to have a platform, and just because it's easy for a person, to just push record, didn't mean that anybody asked you here. And on top of that, even if you were told to do that initially, sometimes the way it's being guided or the way it's being given, it just shouldn't be. And there keeps being a thing about, what we have been learning. Everybody knows that what we learned wasn't right. And so, and everybody sounds smart, like, because I can get on here and I can tell a bunch of damn lies. But how is that gonna benefit me or you? It's not. And like I said, I be leaving, a record in a journal for myself. And I trust me, because literally my records and my journals come back to end up being the thing that I use for assistance in getting my ass where I need to be in the next phase. So I just had to say that. What once felt right no longer resonates, because you're being called into alignment with your highest self. So there's an elevation, and there's an ascension. And I told y'all we're going to change a lot, and people are going to say, well, I thought you said this. Okay, well, I learned. I was taught this as a child. But again, as you grow and as you ascend and as you elevate, you're not a child anymore. So you have to kind of grow. If you believe in yourself, anything is possible. So that's written on my wall, right? It's been there since I moved in, because I'm always casting around my house. So I put things around for me to always be mindful, that magic exists even in the smallest things. So what's felt right no longer resonates, because you're being called into alignment with your higher self. You could have been okay with smoking, drinking, living this way, and there's nothing wrong with smoking, drinking, if that's what you can do, okay? I'm just saying for, different purposes. Because some people, they believe that you shouldn't do this. All right, it could be eating meat. Some people, like, whatever it is that you're being called for, right? Um, you may have been doing it one way one time, and now another way on another timeline, right? And so, like, the discussion yesterday was getting into eating everything like raw, right? And um, we can know that this is what we're supposed to do. And one way we did it this way, everything was cooked, fully, and this, then, a third. And then all of a sudden, bam, now there is no meat, because you don't want to eat anything that had a life force. You don't want to, those are the examples, okay? So take it how it resonates. What you did before, you no longer do. You now treat you and yourself as your inner being, okay? Take it how it resonates. You were made in image of God, and so now these are the things that don't resonate, the frequencies, the sounds. You don't listen to this anymore. You're not going to do that. Okay, so now, again, I just told y'all we're in observation mode. So we're watching, right? And I hear also, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So that message is being given on the sidelines as well. So take it how it resonates. And y'all are being celebrated, just so you know. Y'all are being celebrated because of how far you have come. And some people will say, oh, well, it's just the journey of life and it's this, that, and a third. But the small wins, the small lessons, because you didn't know that yesterday. And you grew into something else every day. Something else, something new is, showing you. You're now really going with the flow. You're not pushing. when certain things start to have like a certain type of effect, you're now getting the message and doing something different, something, excuse me, that elevates you. So I have been digging in the dirt, okay, grounding the past couple days, cleaning up, but also, you know, getting connected, right, and plugging into Mother Nature. That's one of the ways I can say it. And for the most part, everything is wonderful, but something is wrong because there's a whistle or a scream. A whistle or a scream. I don't know if it's like a signal, but there's a whistle or a scream. So, you know, um, you're being shown your power. Y'all ever seen the people where it's like you go to a break room and it's like just releasing the energy? You can kind of tap into, or it's like getting the energy or like centering energy or something. And it's just like releasing it out to your body, but also it's like sending it out. So if you put your hand to the ground, it's almost like releasing the energy and one big ass push, but also it was like the ground or the energy giving you a push or elevation, because it's like being one. So the energy is doing this, right? And I know this is, I don't know, probably sounding crazy, but it's happening. So the scream that was being felt or the energy that was being pushed was like bad energy or bad chi or something, I don't know. But the universe was doing the screaming. So, but it was giving you like a power pack or a power boost. It's kind of crazy, but it felt fucking amazing, right? But I could hear whatever was happening in the background because it was like a lot of voices all at once, but it was like really, really like chatty or something. So, but then after that, it was nothing but like birds chirping and things of that nature, and you can even hear it in the wind because then the wind started to respond and started to do something. It's certain trees that are around that I swear these trees are doing, they're sending messages, and it's like three of them that it always catches my attention. And so when they start to do this thing, it's like you just have to pay attention because they're sending messages, and it's weird, but you know, also happening. It could be no wind, and literally, it's like once you are connected into the earth or talking to the ground, whatever is sending a signal is coming from the trees. Anyway, you know, may mean nothing to any of y'all, but may mean everything. Um, this change is revealing how powerful you are. You truly are. The challenges you've overcome weren't just obstacles. They were. All right. So all I keep hearing is everything is intentional. You may be thinking that some of these things are random, like occurrences. They're not. Each one of them is meant to kind of elevate you or boost you in a way. Um, and I told y'all every time I sit here, all of a sudden this that happens. But what I heard, it said source code. All right, so I need to look that up. So it said, that's what it said. So it says source code. So it's changing the code. Um, The challenges you've overcome weren't just obstacles. They were, it says initiations, but all I keep hearing is intentional. So initiations preparing you to take full ownership of your gifts. Mind y'all, I done did this 9,000 times. Like, I already went over this to make sure everything what was there, this, and the third, but now it's being rewritten. It's something else being given now on the side. My eyes are running. Now there's something else that's being given on the sideline. Something else is added. All right, so what it looks like is that this is running and this is running. So I did this, but now something else is running in between that. And so, y'all, it's weird. I know. It's like when a song plays, because this is how it happens. A song will play, and I'll hear whatever they said, but then it starts to now do another thing underneath. I can hear what was supposed to be there. That's what they said. They said what they said, but then something else was there. And excuse the rambling, because literally this shit be weird, especially when it starts doing that, because when I first did this thing, I started to I can hear this, and then it would, and I swear it's like fucking Rain Man. All right, so is somebody else sending a message under the message? Because they're talking, but I'm talking. The challenges you've overcome weren't just obstacles. They were initiations preparing you, but I heard intentional. Again, every time I say it, every time I look at it, I keep hearing intentional. Preparing you to take full ownership of your gifts. You may have doubted yourself before, but now the universe is showing you that you already have everything you need. Okay, so energy was important. It's the energy movement. So people will say it goes this way, but I know something different. I saw something, because it's, all right, the power of suggestion, because I keep hearing that. All right, so it's like I input a thought into the system because I said I wanted to figure out how to do something. But you already know how to do it. You already did it before. And somebody will say it don't work, but it fucking does work. Because I did it. All right, so it's time to trust the flow. Pisces, your lessons have always been about surrendering and trust, because it's easier when you don't try. Because some people are making it complicated. But it is basically when your mind expanded. So when your mind expanded, or when your mind expands, which I think I'm saying that wrong though, because it is like when you learn that this wasn't right, like the conditioning is gone, right? And although we're always still being conditioned in a way to kind of I don't know how to say that. So last night I was right there, and then all of a sudden it was real bright right here, but it was pitch black right at first, and then it was real bright, and then it's like even right now how the sun is right there, but it was like the moon was right there, which made me kind of look under, because I was like, why is that looking like that? why was the moon so bright? But it was also like sending out a signal. Excuse me. So what happened was, I had went to do something, and I was sitting, and I went live last night because I ended up showing everybody that it went pitch black. Like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, everything went pitch black, and this is real. So I went live on TikTok because I was saying the way everything shut down. So I don't know if somebody hit something. I didn't hear anything, but all of a sudden, all the lights went out, all the power went out. So I called, but it made me feel like all the power went out in the world. It literally went black. And it was weird and random because all of a sudden people started screaming all over the place. So, y'all, and this happened. So, just so y'all know, I was on live when it was going down. So, I was like, I called my son. He's in a different area of Georgia. And I'm like, do y'all have lights? Do y'all have power? He's like, yeah. But the strange part is where I was, it was like mass chaos. All of a sudden, the freaking cops, you heard the sirens, and then the cops started checking the stores, because I guess to make sure that nobody had, was trying to break into the stores. So on this side, so it's like giving like the reality. Everything is happening simultaneously. So on this side, everything was good. But on this side, everything was chaotic. Hey, G-Force, thank you. So, but it was where you were at the time. And so my son was pissing me off because I'm saying, hurry up. Like, why the fuck are you taking so long? Because I wanted to get away from there. And I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but literally he was saying, I'll be there. But mind you, I'm talking to my other son. And even my other son said it was like 10 minutes later, like, he ain't came yet? No. And bring your ass, because I needed to know what was happening on the other side. So same road. It was 138. So let's look that up. 138. On this side of 138 was chaotic. It was dark. Even in the messages, it started sending, it's dark here, Iris Drive. I remember that. And then something else. But this side was completely blacked out. The lights, there was no lights, there was nothing. And so, but it made me instantly feel like the world blacked out. But because I still had my phone, I could call and tell, figure out from somebody else. But mind you, I wanted to call someone in a whole nother state, because that's how the lights went out. And it was weird. But then it put me in a fucking panic because I'm like, I want to get away from here. And then the funny part is when I got on my side, I happened to say to them, on this side where we are, right, nothing ever happens. Like, the area that I'm in, for some reason, it's nothing ever happens. Even when they say it's about to be a huge ass fucking storm, it's almost like I can be in the eye of the storm. Like, I can feel the wind, but nothing will happen. So it's like the craziest thing, but it's given like tucked in a nook or something. So whatever the area is, it's like, or whatever the feeling is, it's that. But anyway, when I got home, and instantly it started to be something else, because I'm thinking, if the power is off, right, I'm locked out of my house. Because my garage is not going to open. It's electrical. And I can't open it from the inside because of the fact that you have to be able to pull it from the inside to get in. And then I'm thinking, shit, my front door is fucking electrical. I'm not going to be able to get in my house. Do I have my keys? But then started to realize certain things was on a battery pack. But anyway, when I got over here, everything was fine. And this is being explained because something is, off. But anyway, so there was a huge ass storm. And when the storm came, it was it was bad. Like real bad. And like the woods, like if you can imagine a forest, the forest was leveled and everything was just fucked. The houses around that area, everything was really fucked. Bad. So some houses didn't make it, some people didn't make it, and it was just crazy. But this happened all around where you were, if that makes any sense. So take it how it resonates. Your intuition is your greatest ally. That's important. So the lesson has always been about surrender and trust. The reason this shift feels so significant is that it's requiring you to fully embrace the unknown with faith. You are stepping into a period where logic alone won't guide you. Your intuition is the greatest ally. Is your greatest ally. So things are not going to make sense. Like you're going to want to make sense of the shit so bad. This is the reason why this happened. It's not the reason. You're not going to be able to explain it. But that happens anyway. It happens in the real world all the time. So, but that's not the real world. You see what I'm saying? The real world is very magical. It's very mystical. It is very much everything that you... Somebody smells fucking amazing. And mind you, this thing smells amazing, but there's something else that's behind that. And mind you, yesterday I kept smelling, I don't know how to explain it. It's like for some reason, and I know this sounds weird, but they make vanilla, right? And it says the way they make vanilla, it's kind of strange all on its own, but I would think that it came from a vanilla bean, but it's another thing. But anyway, something about a beaver is important. So take it how it resonates for you, because literally it has something to do with that animal. So there's that. But then it was... y'all, I literally be wanting to... because I can't say certain things that just... Alright, so... the game changes because you change. This isn't about external circumstances alone. It's about your perception and energy shifting. You're no longer reacting in the same way, settling for less, or ignoring your inner voice. That's why things feel different, because you are different. The thing that when this was being, brought up, you're no longer reacting the same way. People are expecting you to be this way. Meanwhile, that's not phasing you anymore. People are wanting you to react because all I hear is like somebody trying to gaslight you, or somebody trying to make something happen. But then I'll be listening to these people and all I feel like is they lying. So what happened was the person says, oh God. So y'all, I pay attention to body language, right? And also along with body language, there's also like when you hear a person say something and it's repetitive. The reason why they're being repetitive in everything they say is because they're lying. And so they done got it practiced because they don't want to tell you what's happening. Like say if I was interviewing somebody, right? And literally in every fucking interview, I say the exact same thing. Because there's something that's happening behind the scenes that I don't want y'all to know. But literally, I have now rehearsed these responses. And I don't know whether or not they know it or not. Even the responses don't make any fucking sense. Because why are you saying that at this time? You can't tell a lie. You can't tell a lie. Even in me and a person sitting and me talking to a person and interviewing a person, and they done basically now had the interview down to a T because they're going to say the same response. You can't tell a lie. So they can say whatever they're saying, but you can hear the lie because they can't tell a lie. You can see the lie. You see what I'm saying? So even if a person sits down with you and they tell you 9,000 different things, it's because they're doing something behind the scenes that the universe already needs for them to, say or show, because a person is trying to act like it's a guide, but you're not a guide, sir. You're not a guide. You're not that fucking amazing. You're not that fucking great at fucking, covering up what the fuck, like, because, again, it's like almost like G-force, you being a human lie detector. William, like, you can be a human lie detector. Everything about this person and everything that they're doing is fucking fake. I don't give a fuck how well it gets dressed up. I don't give a fuck how the conversation or the situation is rehearsed. It sounds the same because they're lying. It sounds the same because they're lying. And so you would rather trust a person that is y'all, I don't really know how to put it, because again, I don't want to say the actual thing, because, you know, I shouldn't. But just pay attention, because you're changing, because your energy is shifting, your perception is shifting. You are now able to recognize, see, hear. It's not right. Nothing that they try to put in front of you, the illusion, nothing is going to fit, because you already see past the bullshit. And it was funny because my brother said to me the other day, and mind you, now I see it's so important, because everything gets important. Everything is important to the situation. He said this person can see everything but their own bullshit. And remember, I told y'all, it's like standing on the outside looking in. So whereas the person thinks they can fool you, they don't realize they're the only person believing that bullshit. It doesn't make any sense. It's rehearsed. It makes the same sound over and over and over. If you sit in front of Oprah, they're going to say the same thing. If they sit in front of fucking whatever your favorite interviewer is, they're going to say the same thing. It's repetitive. Not because it's the truth. It's because it had to be practiced and rehearsed. Because even when the person asks something, even if you ask them something, it's going to come out of nowhere. Like, you be like, that don't match what I just asked you. It's repetitive. Like, why is there nothing original coming out of your face? Because they're trying to make sure that they don't get caught up in a lie. You're welcome, okay? So when you're dealing with people, family, friends, and da-da-da-da, know that you have the ability to see beyond their bullshit. They can't tell a lie. All right? They're going to try, but their body language is going to tell you the truth. Their wording is going to tell you the truth. Their actions are going to tell you the truth. I don't give a fuck if it's your mother. Okay? Them bitches be lying too. Take it how it resonates. So, the thing is, I think it's called, let me make sure. Parthenogenesis, right? So in the Bible, you heard a story about Mary having Jesus, right? And in the real world, they said it was immaculate conception. Immaculate conception. All right, so, because I have to make it make sense. So immaculate conception is a doctrine in Catholic theology that refers to the belief that the Virgin Mary was conceived without original sin. It does not refer to the conception of Jesus, but rather that Mary's own conception in the womb, her mother, Saint Anne, according to the belief from the very moment of her existence, Mary was preserved from the strain of original sin by divine grace, making her a pure vessel to bear Jesus Christ. This doctrine was formally defined by Pope Pius in 1854 in the something or other. The Immaculate Conception is often confused with the virgin birth, which refers to Mary conceiving Jesus without a human father through the Holy Spirit. The Immaculate Conception, on the other hand, is specifically about Mary's own sinless beginning. Okay, so it says about her being sinless from the beginning. Virgin birth, right? So virgin birth, hey Armani, Virgin birth, because what we have been taught from day one is that it takes a male and a female to create a baby. But in all actuality, it does not. It does not. It's probably the easiest way, or a way that would make sense to most people. But me even telling y'all that, y'all saying, she's fucking lying. Well, here we go. Well, parthenogenesis, and I hope I said that right. Parthenogenesis is a form of asexual reproduction where the embryo develops from an unfertilized egg. This process occurs naturally in certain planets, insects, reptiles, amphibians, and some fish. In parthenogenesis, no male genetic material is involved, meaning offspring are often clones of the mother, though some species have mechanisms for genetic variations. In human black women can do this, which would explain how, the chicken came before the egg, the woman came before the man. Because a woman, it's like when they bleed. So what would happen would be like an egg would be passing, and then, and what it does is it would connect to the wall, and then it would kind of does this, the woman secretes something, and it would fertilize itself. Look it up. Look it up. Because logically speaking, it don't make sense, does it? Good morning, I love you. Y'all not going to believe me. Somebody's going to say, but look it up. Which also now goes into uncovering a mystery. So then you go down the wormhole or the rabbit hole, and in the rabbit hole and in the wormhole, you will learn that there was a culture of females. This is what happens. But I don't want you to know anything about this. So I'm going to just cover it up, and I'm just going to give you, a different version of the story. And you're going to believe me because I told you to. And I'm going to wipe away all the history. And I'm going to get rid of anybody and everybody that knows anything about it. I'm going to get rid of, you can see right now in real life, or the illusion of life, burn the books, erase the language. So even now, here we go with cursive writing. I can write in cursive beautifully, right? That's my name, okay? I love you. Happy. All right. Son. This is just so y'all can see. Like, I'm going to do an experiment. Mind you, and I wish I had known this a lot sooner. But this is what the school system does. This is the reason why right now you hear people saying, oh, I'm getting rid of school, this, that, and the third. They're trying to do it again. Remember I told you about them big-headed kids in my dream? They're trying to do it again. So at one point in time, hieroglyphs was your language. Oh, he done left. But if my son came back in here, my son would not be able to mimic what I wrote. He might not even be able to read what I wrote, right? And it could just be that the, cursive writing, everybody writes, anybody that can write cursive writing may write in a different way, right? And so it's like doctor's handwriting. You might not understand the chicken scratch, right? But if I told my son to write his name in cursive, looks like shit. You would never be able to read it. He probably don't even realize what he's writing. I can write it. He wouldn't follow what I wrote. He would write something different, but I wonder if he could even understand if I wrote a whole letter in cursive, if he would even be able to read it. And again, my bad, because I wish I had realized that before they started doing it. But I did realize another thing, when they had school, No Child Left Behind, I had to hire a tutor to literally get my son back into, a learning level where he went above and beyond, because the nigga's a genius at this point, but a genius that don't know how to write in cursive. Mind you, has scholarships and people like, trying to get him out of high school. So, but initially I thought I messed the child up because, it wasn't going well. But I hired a tutor. If I had have known that he couldn't write in cursive and that they were doing this in school, I would have made sure that the tutor taught them cursive writing as well, because I knew my limitations. He was getting on my nerves, and I taught. I was a preschool assistant teacher, but literally sometimes you don't have, because you be knowing these kids are smarter than what they are. So sometimes with your own kid, I did what I needed to do. I put the money there. She made sure to jump them up, but what ended up happening was, and this is how we figured out what was going on. He knew the alphabet because they memorized it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. So he knew the alphabet young because literally, we put Barney on and the nigga gonna learn some alphabet. But writing the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, we learn it by the song. We mimic it. But he didn't know he wasn't writing it, so he couldn't read it properly. Anyway, what this lady did, bust him down all the way back down to elementary school and brought him back up to 4th grade. Because you have to go back sometimes in order to move forward. And after she took him back, she realized where the mishap had happened in school, but the teachers was just pushing the kids through school. So now we are 3,000 years later and nobody knows how to read hieroglyphs but a certain group of people, because literally they made it so, you won't be able to read the Constitution because you don't know how to read in fucking cursive. And in the next 50 years, there won't be anybody, or the next 100 years, there won't be anybody to interpret it. And so now they can do what the fuck they want to do. Take it how it resonates for you. Either way, there is a process as to where the body will do a thing. It's also a process where the body will regenerate, re-heal, reconnect, rewire, reboot, and re. All right? But can your mind accept that? Yes, strength. Impregnate herself. I gave you the word. Go look it up. All right. Because I don't want you to believe me. So this isn't about external circumstances alone. It's about your perception and energy shifting. You're no longer reacting in the same way. Settling for less. Less information, less knowledge, less experience, less, and less. We are not less. We are so much more. So much more than they even tried to allow us to even think we were. And who are they to allow us anything? You were born in the image. You were born with God DNA. And so, which would also say, if you go look in some theories and some, how was God made, right? Men have just always been corrupting because I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I'm more powerful. Yes, as a guardian. But, most men have a takeover spirit because, the woman can't be smarter than me. She can't be wiser than me. Well, the thing is, do you want to work with me, or do you need for me to go ahead and mastermind this whole entire situation and figure out how to kick your ass out again? Do you want to be here? Because I'm happy to be here. But what I'm not going to do is dumb myself down. What I'm not going to do is make you feel like you're better than me because you're bigger than me. Your weaknesses are, it's men around here talking about, and I don't want y'all, I love y'all. I want y'all to understand, I love y'all. But at some point in time, I need for y'all to really understand what the fuck is happening. Men will say, We gotta have strict this, that, and the third. You gotta discipline. You're not even fucking disciplined. You only as disciplined as your dick feels. Oh, I don't have sex. You're a liar. Oh, I don't be doing this. You're a liar. You're a liar. Every one of them that I done seen so far that says, oh, you got to be disciplined in the way that, not eat, work out, this, then, and the third. All I see from all of y'all is well-dressed, and I mean your skin suit. Well-dressed liars. Your skin suit is a well-dressed liar. Yes, you may have worked on it, this, then, and the third, but you probably going to die tomorrow, I can promise you. Either way, because cancer be calling y'all. Because y'all be well-dressed liars. Your DNA knows that you're lying. Oh, I'm this, or I go to the gym this many times. Good. You'll be, fully well fit to die in that casket. Everything else about you is a lie. And whether or not you think that anybody else can see you, God sees you. And I can really see right fucking through you. They won't, and this is for everybody. I don't give a damn. Some females are the same, so we're not going to say, this, that, and the third. Everybody has their own vices. Everybody has their own demons. Everybody has their own whatever it is they need to bear. But nobody asked you for the lie. You literally got on the internet all unprovoked in front of the world and told a lie. Why? Why would you do that? Every time you get on the line, or every time you stand in front of a person, every time you open your mouth and you tell a lie to the world, to the universe, it's corrupting your DNA. Because your DNA knows better. You don't have to believe me. Because I don't care. Do what thou will. Do what you want. Keep doing it. You look good doing it. Your DNA knows you're a liar. And every time you do that, you're corrupting your DNA. And I done told y'all multiple times, I don't know y'all, y'all don't know me. You have no reason to believe nothing that I said. Go ask God about it. I'm sure you'll find the answer. And I'm sure, it'll be soon. Just ask the universe. Say this, that, or the third, and watch how the universe just starts dropping jewels in your lap. So I don't care what you put on it. I don't care what you put in it. I don't care. Every time you part your lips to lie, you're killing yourself. Take it how it resonates. So the why behind it all. This is happening because your soul signed up for this evolution. You've been preparing for this moment for lifetimes. Now you're stepping into this version of yourself that no longer plays small, doubts the past, or clings to what is safe. Because people will try to bring you close to them, right? And, try to corrupt whatever it is that you're saying. Meanwhile, oh, this book says this and this book says that. I don't give a fuck. I keep trying to tell y'all. They were put in place to keep you stuck on stupid. They're doing it again. The message keeps being delivered 9,000 times through different people, different colors, different ethnicities, and all you hear is the message being given. They're doing it again. They're doing it again. They're going to come for you. I know. I already knew. I already knew when I sat down here. I already knew when I said what I said. And mind you, there's so many people that's even around here that will tell you, I know what I said. And I also said, I know they're going to try it. It's up to y'all. But at this point, If this life, the way that it is the way that it is, and this is what you would choose over the fight, over death, over enlightenment, if this is what you would choose, good for you. Good for you. I can't just sit idly by and allow something that I know for a fact is wrong to take place. But a lot of people can. A lot of people will know that they're being enslaved. They will know that their grandchildren will be enslaved. They will know that their grandchildren will be enslaved. And they will choose to let it happen. Rosa Parks will be proud. And everybody that came before us would be proud of you. Mind you, I'm also listening to white people. I love y'all. I love y'all. And we are totally very much the same. I'm listening to a lot of white people defend whatever is happening right now, spiritually, mentally, physically, more than black people, right? Because for some reason, it has been a thing where even they are telling the truth. So one of the ladies, she said, matter of fact, let's hope that she's there. Let this lady tell y'all what she said. And I love her for this because there's something else that went along with this. And some of y'all just are not to be trusted, right? But some of the, and it's all skin folk and kinfolk, right? And so this is not even about race. It's about spiritually connecting and understanding who, is where in the placement in the alignment, okay?
White women, we have to talk. 52 and 48 percenters alike. We have to sit down and have a fucking chat. First of all, white women, we have to talk. 52 and 48 percenters alike. We have to sit down and have a fucking chat because what happened in Idaho recently should have never fucking happened. There should have been hats thrown in the air and folding chairs flying, if you know what I'm saying. And 52 percenters, you are the ones who are asking why we can't agree to disagree. Why can't we just, these are just differences. This is exactly why. Because we can't trust you and we can't trust your men. Your men, your husbands, who claim to be these alpha men who will protect all women, whether we like it or not. They're the ones who sat there and watched. They're the ones who fucking did this. How is anybody supposed to trust you? They can't, and we won't. Until we can find some common ground and come to the realization that this administration, that MAGA men, do not care about any of us. Just because you voted that man into office does not mean you get a pass. And the sooner you realize that, the better. I'm not saying you have to divorce your husband, but you need to be acutely aware of what the reality of the situation is, because you are not immune to their antics, to their violence, to their hate. And it has come to the point where I used to tell my son if he got lost in public to find a mother, find a woman. No, he is to find a black woman. And if he can't find a black woman, he is to find a black man. Because white women, I can't fucking trust you, and I can't trust your men. And that is really fucking sad. The 92 percenters, what they have is unreal. It is beautiful. It is a bond that I wish I could have with any group of women. But until we can come together and realize that collectively we really are all the same, and these men are not going to give any of us a pass, the better. I don't care if you want to be a stay-at-home mom and not work and raise 10 babies while your man goes out and works and you bake sourdough all day. Okay? That's your thing. That's cool. But don't judge me because I want to go to work and I only want to have one kid. Or don't judge the woman who has 3 cats and works all the time. It's none of your goddamn business. And until we can come together, nobody is going to trust us. And we are going to have a huge divide. And collectively, as a whole, as women, as white women, we will never be safe. Okay? I absolutely get why black women do not trust any white women right now, and I don't blame any of them for it at all, because I don't trust white women either.
That's a white woman saying she don't trust white women. Hey, Open Heart Center, welcome. Thank you for being here. So last night, because this also triggered something in my dreams, right? All skin folk and kin folk and all people that are of another color is not against us, right? Or are not against us, right? And there are certain individuals who will go out of their way to, they will mix and blend with the black, right? Because it's going to create the most beautiful thing ever. But it goes back to, if you are black, or you are a black man and you are dating a white woman because, whatever, and again, this ain't about race. It's about a conversation that needs to be had. Because you went out and you created your love child. And I don't care, whether or not it's the black woman or the white man, right? You mix together because you wanted to create your child, right? Regardless of what spectrum it is or on how you felt, because there are some black men who say, oh, I will not date a black woman because, they are such and such and such. But you had them black kids. And how is it that the white person that you had, intercourse with is more proud of you than you are about yourself, because they chose to have those little black kids with you regardless? And I don't give a damn whether or not you think they gray or anything else. The ass is just black. They black, she black, you black. But the white person, the female, was more proud of you than you were of yourself, because you decided, your black ass mom didn't, raise you right or something, and you needed to go outside of your race. But again, you hate your own kind. But the white person is more proud of you because they still laid down with your black ass, ingrate ass, did, multiply with you. And on the flip side of that, same scenario, female and male. So you will hate your own race, your own culture, and then you're teaching your kids, because your kids still have to grow up and understand, my dad hated, or my mother hated their own race. So they gotta hate a part of me because I am still a part of that race. I don't understand. I don't understand it. It confuses me. So, make it make sense. It's a lot of again, not even about that, but spiritually, it affects the kids, it affects your DNA, it affects everything going forward, because you hate your people to the tune of, you decided. And again, I will date whoever, so I don't care about, it's the other part of that, the other side of that. And then you have the ones that are radical, hey, I'm this, that, or the third, but you didn't choose and everybody can choose what they want. Because again, it wasn't about that. It is about what keeps being put into the system that keeps perpetuating the problem mentally, spiritually, physically. And then you raising kids that are saying, okay, well, we're going to, get rid of this part because, but how could you train your child to hate even a part of them? And I told y'all multiple times, I sit in front of y'all. I don't care what happens. If I got to come back to this godforsaken place, I'm still going to be black every time. I'm going to choose black every time because my black is beautiful. My black is amazing. It don't make it anything other than you are here. I am here. Why can we not peacefully, live together? And if you're going to make it disruptive, maybe I should too. I'm tired of passive aggressive, because again, it keeps being a thing. They're doing it again. Spiritually, they're weakening the system. And if we at Earth School and we are actually trying to figure out how we are going to, move past this, then I said it before, police your people. Control your people, because you'll say, and she said white women, and who raises racists? White women. Y'all literally got on a whole call with a person and y'all said this, but then behind the scenes, you went behind that and you did something different. And you can do whatever the fuck you want. But when you get called to the table for the truth, you know, don't try to go behind the scenes and, oh, I didn't do that because, yeah, bitch, you did. And now you're being called on it. And you could be whatever you want to be. I'm not even judging. So if you saying I'm the biggest racist bitch out here, be that. Because what people don't want to tell you is even in the black community, it be black people against races against other black people. But spiritually, again, we are trying to elevate, or we are moving past and beyond that. Because if you see a color, then that's also, you know, a thing. Because yes, color exists. But it keeps being a thing where you're trying to wash away something and you don't realize you're about to wash away your full total existence. Because if it didn't exist, you know, which keeps being a thing, if you're trying to wash away God, how are you trying to wash away God? And if y'all believe in God, is God ever wrong? Because that would say to me that you don't really believe in God because you're saying that God is wrong. If people are here, they're here. They're here for a reason. So it keeps confusing me how people will say God is love, but then they spew hate. God is never wrong, but you want to get rid of certain situations. You've already accomplished so much, Pisces. Now it's time to own it and move forward with confidence. Are you owning your shit? Are you being accountable? And again, some conversations are hard. People will disappear. Literally, I think we just saw about 6 people disappear on the conversation. Because they want everything to be all flowery and they want everything to be, hey, this, that. No, you have to take a look in the mirror and see what you are. Tell yourself the truth. Because again, I just said, every time you tell a lie, you're messing up your DNA. It's corrupting it. It's corrupting the system because your body knows the truth. But, you know, a lot of us lie to ourselves. We just take a look in the mirror and we just lie to ourselves the biggest way, because then I told you, it's like the true mirror. We look into the fake mirror and the fake mirror is, you know, hey, you're the best person walking this earth. When meanwhile, you're a racist ass bitch. And I'm not talking to the white ladies. I'm talking to everybody. You are, whatever it is you are, you a lying ass bitch. You a nasty ass. Like, whatever it is, here we are. But as we grow, as we elevate, as we ascend, we take accountability for our shit. And like I said, I don't like a certain person. You could say whatever you want to say. God heard me say it. I didn't lie. I don't like the person. Do I have to? No. Will I further the mission if I have to? And yeah, but I'm not going to play like I like nobody. And I'm going to sit right there and I'm going to also say, I don't like you. I don't have to like you, but let's get the work done. Let's do the thing. And if we can't move past that, then I'm have to, you know, kind of excuse myself out of the situation, because no, I don't like you enough to where I don't want to work with you. I don't want my energy tangled up with you. I'm not doing it. Because I don't want my energy dirtied up by yours. I don't want my energy, and people change. People elevate, because we're talking about change and elevation. We're talking about growth. So you may be this way one day and you may just understand the whole concept later on. It doesn't mean you can't change. People change. I watched a man during 2020 that was very, very racist. And I mean to the core. He said he was born a racist. His daughter had a baby by a black man. He told the daughter, your ass is cut the fuck off. I'm never dealing with you ever again. Something happened, long story short. The child showed up at the grandfather's house. Let me tell you how the racism melted away. And now this person is saying, I will protect that child with my whole being. It's something about them children. It's something about love. It's something about love that can take away the worst type of hate. Because this is admitted, confirmed. This is what I was. But my grandchild showed up, one that I said I did not want to see, but somehow God placed it in his heart to see this child, and this child changed this man. People can change. The world can change. But we got to want it to. We got to understand, like, just because we admit that we were something doesn't mean that we have to be that way the whole entire time. We can change. As you grow, as you elevate, as you open your heart, as you, whatever it takes, we can change. But we have to want to. So Pisces, every major transformation has two sides. The empowered embrace of change and the resistance that can keep us stuck in old cycles. The flip side of this shift is temptation to retreat into self-doubt, escapism, or fear of the unknown. Because what could happen? What would potentially happen if we just all decided that we would face the mirror and say, this is what we are, but I want to change. I want to become so much better. I want to see how the world works and activates if I sit next to somebody that I wouldn't normally choose to. But I'm going to be open to this situation, and I'm going to acknowledge what I am, and I'm just going to do the job, complete the mission, the assignment. The mission: save Mother Nature, save the environment, save the world. Everybody exists because God is love and God is not wrong. So if you exist, then you were meant to. If I exist, I was meant to. And if the mission is the mission, then we were supposed to figure out how to work together, how to live together, how to coincide or coexist, and how to make the world a better place because, you know, we are the world, we are the children, you know, that thing. But we also are not stupid enough to know that as one thing exists, so does the other. And everybody will not accept the change. Some people will be resistant because that's just the role that they play. So the flip side of this is temptation to retreat into self-doubt, escapism, or fear of the unknown. You might feel a pull to question everything. Is this really happening? Is this really happening for me? Am I truly ready? What if I lose what I've built? These thoughts are normal, but they're also remnants of your past self. The version of you that needed external validation, security, or control to feel safe. Shit is chaotic right now, as chaotic as it could possibly be. But I also explained to y'all how organized chaos, where it looks like one thing, because I keep trying to tell y'all, hate is going to be the biggest undoing of the people who hate. You're going to get exactly what you gave out. Like, the people who are doing what you're going to undo yourself is all I can say. And every time anything has happened to try to corrupt the situation or target anybody, it seems to keep reversing and hitting the very people that, you know, they wanted it to hit somebody else. I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks on to you. Why do they teach you reversal spells as a child? Because I'm sure y'all all know that. So how to fully experience and grow into the shift. Release fear of losing the old. Growth often requires shedding, and it could hurt. Like, I mean, because it was comfortable. You've been conditioned to be that your whole entire life, and now you want me to change? Like, I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know if that's possible. I seen something the other day, yesterday. This dude said he don't like dating, dealing with older people, older women, because they're set in their ways. Or they just grew into their ways and they're still growing. Because I see a lot of, you know, beauty in the world right now. Stuff that I've never seen before. And I'm thankful just for the process. Like, everything seems to be new. Could just be, you know, the glitch, but I feel like I'm experiencing life on a whole different level right now. So if certain people, habits, and situations are fading away, it's not punishment, it's alignment. Let go with gratitude, knowing that what is leaving is making space for what is meant for you. So people, places, and things. You might not be doing this anymore. You might not be hanging with them anymore. Everything is changing around you and it feels uncomfortable. And some of us like to hold on to and grasp what feels familiar. But remember, I told you we're in observation mode. So we're paying attention. Who's moving, who's shifting, who's coming in, who's leaving, who's sitting where, who's connected to who, and and what else, okay? Because that's what the universe is asking us to do. Pay attention. Because there's major shifts. Step into your authority. You are no longer a passive player in your life. This situation and this shift is about realizing you are the creator of your reality. Own your choices. Be accountable. Own your choices. Don't let people just do stuff that you just have to live with. And certain things happen. I told y'all, I gave y'all an example. I was at a stop sign, car number 2. Somebody ran a stop sign in front of us, hit a car. That car hit that car, and that car hit me. I wasn't accountable for that. Or maybe I could have been. Mind you, I was far enough distance back from that person to where I shouldn't have even been affected, but it was a freak incident. Yesterday, I find out nobody has insurance in this accident but me. Nobody. We got 3 people out here riding around and getting it. Nobody has insurance. So now the option is sue every fucking body. Because there's also something else taking place even in the process of me. I have full coverage insurance. Full coverage insurance, which means you're fully covered. But somehow Georgia's loopholes have now figured out a way for them not to pay for my car to get fixed. Because full coverage does not require, the other thing, because I was doing one of the platforms at the time, which again, my bad. So I have to be accountable for something. Anyway, long story short, this is turning out to be a fucking nightmare. Mind you, all I wanted to do was get my car fixed and move on. I wasn't trying to go and do, mind y'all, I just got hit in November, remember? So I wasn't even, with the doctor shit. Everybody was saying, no, I'm not going. I went to the hospital, make sure I got my shit checked. That was it. I was not going nowhere past anybody. Mind you, now we're 2 weeks later and I'm just now finding out nobody has insurance. But my intentions for the whole entire thing was correct anyway, because I wasn't playing that game. I just wanted my car fixed. So now it would seem to be a situation where I can just say, because I was fucking pissed off, how are y'all on the road with no insurance? That was their choice. Now, I can be a victim of circumstances, or I could just figure out what to do. Mind you, I'm going to just figure out what to do because, that's just my way. And everybody's being sued, including the insurance company. But do I even want to do that? Because literally, but you have full coverage insurance. You have no rental car on your thing, a $2,000 deductible. I've never heard of such things in my life because, mind you, it makes no sense. So they just out here selling anything and labeling it full coverage when meanwhile, it don't mean full coverage. Full coverage used to mean that you were fully covered. Now I don't feel fully covered. Mind you, I just got that car. I haven't even paid the 3rd payment on it. But the insurance company spoke to me and said, well, I don't know what full coverage means. We hear that all the time, but that's not a thing. You have to elect for these things. Bitch, are you fucking shitting me? Either way, long story short, it's getting fixed. But that was the dilemma. And because you have to wait for a police report a week in Georgia, they had enough time to figure out how they was going to lie and spin situations. Either way, neither here nor there. I got shit that I got to do. So I'm going to figure out how to get it done. And that's it. That's all. So we have to sometimes understand that things are the way they are. God saw, and that's what I told her. God sees everything. Whatever is happening is happening for a reason. And maybe this is a smaller situation for a bigger situation, because all them cars got totaled. And I would be thinking that if the insurance company was going to pay for it, they would figure out a way to total my car out too, because it probably needs to be totaled out. But either way, it's not being totaled out. God made it so I could still drive it, because I could have not had a car. The insurance company could have not paid for it, and I could be really sitting still trying to figure out how the next thing was going to be when I just got that car and I still got to pay car payments. So many things could be worse. Meanwhile, I still get to go do what I need to do. So I'm not going to complain. I'm going to be thankful that, I get to do whatever I still need to do. And I'm sure in the next, very soon, I'll just either get another car or we'll fix that one and I'll still get another car. Because I'm about to get on a car thing today. So I could have a bad attitude if I want to, but it ain't going to fix nothing. We have to figure out how to fix the situation. And that's it. That's all. So step into your authority. You are no longer a passive player in your life. This shift is about realizing you are the creator of your reality. Own your choices. Speak with conviction. Make decisions from a place of trust, not fear. It's going to get fixed. Do I have the money to fix it? Nope. But it's going to get fixed. And it's going to get fixed in less than this month. It's going to get fixed. How? I don't fucking know. But I know that God did it for all of this happened for a reason. And I'm changing my insurance company. So embody your intuition. Your inner voice is loud right now for a reason. The moment you honor it through meditation, journaling, or simply following your instincts, the more clarity and momentum you will gain. You don't have to meditate if you don't want to. Do it however you want to do it. You don't have to journal if you don't want to. Do it how you want to do it. I'm journaling right now because literally this shit is going to pop back up. The minute I need it, it's going to pop back up. However you need to do it, and however your spirit is telling you and teaching you how to do it like that. These are just, ways that people always put out there. That's the first thing they say. You might not know how to meditate. You might not know how to do, journaling may not be your thing. You might go sit out in nature and just dig in the dirt, because I like digging in the dirt. I like making sure my yard looks great. All of these things, me just getting outside is still the same exact thing. Do it how you want to do it. Go sit by a pond. Go to the beach. Go get in the water. Do whatever you need to do. Just make sure you do something. Okay? Anchor into your new identity. The game has changed because you have changed. Stop seeing yourself as someone waiting for transformation. You're already there. You're already there. You've already been doing it. We've already been here. The journey has already been taking place. Some of us for 49 years. Some of us less. But we've already been doing it. We're not new to this. We true to this. We in the game. What's that semicolon or something? We chose to continue to keep playing. Ready Player One. We choose to keep going. You've already earned this moment. You earned this. Like, I don't know about y'all, but it's just been so much. And for every trial and tribulation that I have gone through, I am so proud of myself, because some people have died. Some people have quit. Some people just couldn't make it. And that says nothing about them other than the fact that that was their moment, how they played. But I'm also very much proud of myself as to how far I have come, and just being able to appreciate and see even the smallest blessings out of situations. because sometimes it be hard. I don't know about y'all, and it's good to have like strength right there. So yesterday, I called strength and I was like, I'm having a moment. Like, and he was like, what's up? So I told him, and he was like, it's okay. And even though I knew it was okay, because even like I told him, I know that even going through this, something good is about to happen. Something amazing. He's right there. He can tell you. I know something good is going to happen, but just in the moment, I just got to say this because I need to get it out of my system because God already know I thought it. So I said what I said, and by the time he got done, we got done talking, I felt better, but I needed to get it out of my body and into the universe because I thought it. God knew it. I said it. He even said, that's a little blasphemous. Nope, I don't think so, because of the fact that if I'm talking to my dad or anybody else, I would call my dad and I would tell my dad, do you love me right now? Because you got 4 kids and I feel like, you know, you're not giving me the time and attention, or you're just not paying attention to me, and I'm just out here on my fucking own devices. And sometimes maybe I shouldn't be left to my own devices, because I told y'all I be touching shit. You know, when your parents tell you don't touch nothing, don't look at nothing, don't say nothing, don't you, because you're not getting nothing. I'll be in the store touching shit. I'll be in the world touching shit. So why you didn't tell me not to touch that? Because, and even though God will tell you not to touch that and I still be touching that, like, you should have told me better. You should have told me the reason why I shouldn't have touched that. Not just say, just don't touch it. Like, tell me that it got prickly things on it and it's going to stick in your finger and you're going to get a little bit of poison. I'm going to have to cut it. And it, like, you know, sometimes I need details. Don't just tell me not to touch it. Because look at it. It's all shiny. I like, look at it. And Strength was like, you know, okay. But either way, you know, and I love the fact that he will give me, or he has given me, like, because he don't know me, I don't know him, but we be talking, right? And so far from what I feel from him, he gives me the best advice that he can truly give me. And it made me feel better. Although I was having, like, these bitches, it's getting on my nerves, because this is when I started finding out that this person didn't have this and another. And I'm saying, how are people just this comfortable with moving around in the world without insurance and in life? Like, how the fuck is people just this comfortable? Like, because in my mind, I swear I'm going to jail. Meanwhile, guess what? Back at band camp, I'm going to call the police, because literally, why is you writing up documentation? Ain't none of you let all these people give you no insurance and you didn't even fucking check, you stupid ass. I'm just going to sue everybody. Mind you, I don't even got time for that, because that's what I told him yesterday. Like, they just keep trying to put me in a fucking court system. I don't want to go to the court system. I don't like the court system. I don't want to be in the system. But meanwhile, now you want me to have to sue everybody to go to the fucking system. Like, I don't like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in the system. So you've already earned this moment through past struggles and breakthroughs. Instead of rushing forward, pause and ask, what did I learn? Because what the fuck did you learn? Did you learn anything, or do you need to repeat this lesson? Well, I learned that make sure that I'm insured under this, and make sure this, because it could have been so much worse again. So it was preparing me. Okay, this state has different laws than any, and mind you, I choose not to get involved in nothing around this. This bitch is backwoods. I went to the motherfucking junkyard yesterday, and when I got there, these bitches charged $3 to come in, and I said, $3? Like, it ain't a lot, but why the fuck do I need to pay to go in this bitch? When did that start happening? And mind you, I asked 2 guys that was out there, and Mr. Still was on the phone, and Mr. Still saying, oh, well, it's for insurance purposes, because I'm calling everybody about this shit, because I need to know, like, how the fuck I'm getting ready to get my car fixed. Mr. Still's like, it's insurance. So the 2 guys that's outside, I'm saying, you mean you got to go in there? They're like, oh, yeah, because it's this. And I said, this is not regular, and I'm mad at y'all for talking to me like this is a regular occurrence. But I never really too much went to the junkyard, but I know that the couple times that I went to the junkyard, like, you just walked in. This is not the club. Like, why are y'all paying a fee to go into the junkyard? Either way, everybody explained it to me, and I ended up just getting a phone number calling. Yes, they have the parts, this, that, and the third. They told me the price. Okay, so now I got to go in unexpected, all willy-nilly. So when I go, I can pay my $3, but I got to make sure I got this, and this with me. Okay, good. But why are y'all, like, what fucking planet is this? Either way, take it how it resonates. You already earned this moment through past struggles and breakthroughs. Instead of rushing forward, pause and ask, what did I learn? How am I different now? When you integrate those lessons, you won't repeat past patterns. You'll move into a completely new reality. Period. Period. What did you learn about whatever it is that you just went through? What are you learning right now? Do you want to repeat this shit? It's like repeating the fucking second grade over again. And then you get to high school and now your ass is behind because literally I just told y'all how I ended up having to make sure my son didn't fail. He had to get a tutor. The teacher, the person that was basically teaching the lesson was just jumping him ahead. Wasn't really a good fucking teacher. Sometimes y'all got to pay attention to your teachers. Who's teaching you earth school? You see what I'm saying? Your mama, your daddy, your friends, your next door neighbors. Who's teaching you earth school? Who are you listening to? Who are you surrounding yourself with? What do you ingest? What do you consume on a daily basis? Who are you listening to more times than not? And what are they teaching you? Are you learning? Because I don't want to do this shit again. I've never failed a grade. Not one time. I've never failed any of my certifications. Real estate. Fucking, what else did I do? Real estate, medical assistant, fucking, spiritual teaching, fucking, aesthetics. Whatever it was that I went and I had to learn, I've never failed my test. Every time I ace that shit first time. Because I don't want to take no fucking test. And I damn sure don't want to have to do it twice. So I pay attention. I listen. I take notes. I told somebody the other day I'm a good ass fucking listener. I take notes. I do everything that I need to do. And when I know that I'm ready, I dream about it. Like the night before a test. That's all that's in my brain. I'm literally taking a test in my sleep. And if that happens, I know I'm going to pass this shit with flying colors. My boating license, whatever the fuck it is, I always pass it the first time. And y'all can go check it because I don't got no reason to lie to you. This is what happens. So when I'm telling you, I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking to myself. I don't plan on doing this shit again. One time. Cross T's, dot I's. When they say observe and pay attention and listen and learn, pay attention. And who are they telling you to pay attention to? This nigga keeps showing up, this nigga keeps showing up, this nigga keeps showing up. Why the fuck they keep showing up? Oh, I was thinking that they knew this, that, or the third, but literally as I'm watching them, these niggas don't be doing them but lying, fake it till you make it, motherfucking ass people. I don't like faking it till I make it either. Never did that. What I got is what I got, and what I ain't got is what I ain't got, and what I want to have is what I'm going to tell y'all, this is what I'm going to have. I don't like them types of individuals. And it's not that I don't like them, it's just that I'm not one, and, to me it comes off as lying. They say, oh, it's manifestation. Okay, well, I'm manifesting this. I'm not going to say I got some shit that I know I ain't fucking got. But hey, everybody manifests how they want to. I am, whatever. I am a billionaire, this, that, and third. You done had that multiple times. I'm a millionaire. You done had that multiple times. If you think about over your lifetime, so you never lied. You done had that. I'm sitting in the energy. But at the end of the day, it's some things that, I'm just not going to say that I'm doing this when I know I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing that. And no, never mind. Let them do it how they want to do it. They can do it how they want to do it. Everybody can do what they want. I just choose to do what I want to do this way, and I can tell you that it works because I did it. I did it. Now, I want to do something more. I'm going to do something more. I already know it. It's already placed in me. So I'm going to do what I did and multiply it. Because I know that's what's going to happen. And this is the reason why I pay attention. Because all of the things that are happening are setting you up for the next phase. And these things are not happening just because, you know, a series of unfortunate events. Nope. It's happening because something bigger is on the horizon, and it's making sure that you don't fuck around and mess up a situation, because now it happened on a smaller level. So now you see this. Make sure that, you know, because the bitch said you gotta make sure that this is a part of the plan and this, that, and the third. Bitch, who the fuck, like, different states, different state of minds, different locations do different shit. You can't think that this state of mind is the same as this state of mind, or this state location is the same as this state location, because this state location has different, you know, rules and regulations, and so does this one. I just thought it was the same. But hey, go figure. Anchor into your new identity. The game has changed because you have changed. Stop seeing yourself as someone waiting for transformation. You are already there. Walk, speak, and make choices as the person you are becoming, not the one you are leaving behind, because you have already entered in this transformation. So it's not that you're lying. You have already entered here. Do you know what to expect? No. We don't know what to expect. We're just changing. This is your expansion. The only thing left to do is step fully into it. You know you changed. You don't talk the same. You don't act the same. You don't look the same. You're just not the same. Hey, Rare Diamond. Thank you for being here. So, again, anything that you heard here, take it with a grain of salt. Like, you know, take what you need and walk away. But also go and fact check whatever it is you heard, whatever has changed you, because you're not the same as you were when you came in this door. When we started this message, you're not the same. You're totally different, because you just grasped onto something different. You may be better for it. You may be worse for it. Who the fuck knows? Don't believe nothing I said. Go look it up for yourself. Or just test the waters. Lay down and think, she said this, and God, tell me if she lying or not. Figure it out for yourself. But I said what I said. And again, I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to me. I don't need nobody to believe nothing I said. I just know that, you know, my documentation is for me. So, you know, y'all are just a part of the journey and get to see what I said. And as I change and as I evolve, y'all will get to see and know that as well. So, yeah, take it how it resonates. I love y'all, and see y'all later. And if y'all haven't seen the other videos, yesterday I did my mailbox and some other shit. So, you know, we just doing what we doing outside right now, because my yard is definitely getting a makeover, and I showed y'all some of the stuff, and I will be probably showing y'all a little bit more. I went to Walmart yesterday, and they gave me all these plastic things, so that's good. And then I gotta figure out what I want to put in the front by the mailbox, and I gotta straighten the mailbox up, because this bitch that came, God forgive me, Stufferlaw, came here and fucking ran over my mailbox, knocked it over, and it ain't been right since then. So I got to figure out how to actually straighten it up, but it's a little loose, but it needs some stability, okay? So I'm gonna figure out how to make that thing stable, and put some cute little something down there. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna put down there. Right now it has lights, 2 of them, and I'm gonna put some cute stuff. And we're gonna keep the momentum going. But mind y'all, my body and everything is hurting like bad, because I'm using body parts that I ain't been using. And either way, hopefully I'm summertime fine after this. But y'all shit just hurt, okay? Period. So I love y'all. Hopefully I helped y'all and y'all got the message. And again, that's it. That's all.